I'll teach you 3 high win rate inside bar setups because most traders get them completely wrong. I'll break them down step by step. Let's get started with the first one. Let me tell you something important about these inside bar setups. Every setup has to start with the trade context, because trade context makes sure that the market is in the right bias position of the chart. Then the next thing is the trade signal. Trade signal should be the last thing that you look at as a trader after getting the context correctly. Let me show you what I mean. If you look into this ranging chart, then you'll notice that this range is made up of these particular key points, which highlights where the range starts and ends, which makes it clear for any trader of where the market direction is currently at during this range period. And you'll also notice how these key levels of the range, which is the support and resistance, are making the price to react on these boundaries. Then the next thing to look at is the trade signal. So the trade signal follows exactly after you have gotten the context right. After you have realized that you are in the support area or you are in the resistance area, then the price will end up breaking out of the range at some point. And when it breaks out of the range, you want to see that particular candle closing above the range or right above the support of the range. And you need to make sure that it has broken the support correctly. And you do that by looking at the key points of the range, the previous key points before the signal broke out. And it should be very, very clear that the market has broken the range. You shouldn't doubt it at all. Then the next important thing that you should look at is the signal itself, which should happen right after the break of the range. And this signal is what we call an inside bar signal. So an inside bar signal is when the mother bar candle completely engulfs the smaller candle, which we call the inside bar candle. And this setup is very, very powerful because when it breaks above or below the mother bar candle, the market explodes. So it becomes very powerful in that way. So then if we focus into the inside bar and look at the best way to trade it in this location, is basically you want to wait for the break of the mother bar candle, which is the bigger candle of the inside bar setup. And this is where your entry price will be at, because you want the market to actually break the mother bar to invalidate the inside bar setup. Then your stop loss will be right below the inside bar candle itself, the smaller candle that is engulfed by the mother bar candle. Then you can place your trade setting. Then if everything goes your way, then the market will continue going up and you'll earn profit that way. So this is a very powerful signal if you're only looking for this type of setup in the market, because it happens right after the range. And we know that when the range breaks, it signals the start or the resuming of the trend, which is backed by the price invalidating these 2 points right here. Now let's move over to the second setup. So you will notice that on the first setup, the inside bar happened right after the break of the range in this area here. So sometimes the market is so strong that the break doesn't create any sort of pause in between. It will just continue going up. Then after a little bit of going up, then you'll quickly see a pullback that is coming back to the support level of the range. One thing you should notice about the pullback, it should come in a struggling manner. As you can see that this one in this area, the candle is a mix of green and red candles. That means that the market is struggling a little bit, because we know that when the market is not struggling, you will see candles pushing in one direction. Then the next thing that you will see in this regard would be the signal, which is the inside bar signal in our case, which will occur right in the support area of this top of the range. Then once we see that signal, we need to start preparing our trade, which is you enter the break of the mother bar candle and you put your stop loss below the inside bar candle and you place your trade setting. Then after you do that, you expect to see the market taking off towards your direction because of the power of the inside bar. The same thing usually happens on a trending market as well. Because of these 2 key points here of the support, then the market will gain power to carry on pushing up, which is what we need as traders. Now let's get to the third powerful setup of the inside bar. The third setup starts with a trend, and you should make sure that it's either an uptrend or a downtrend. But in this unique example, we will be focusing on the uptrend. and you should make sure that it's a clear uptrend. And another important thing that you should notice here is that we have these moving averages, which the red one is the 10 EMA and the green one is the 21 EMA. And in this case, when the red EMA is above the green EMA, it means that the market is in an uptrend. And when the gap between them is bigger, that means the uptrend is very strong. And then another thing that we'll notice is that there will be this pullback that happens in the middle of the trend, which heads towards the EMAs. And it should get either close to the EMA or on top of the above EMA. Then after that, you will notice the inside bar signal right on top of the first EMA or close to it. And this location that this signal occurs in is specifically important because you don't want the signal to come too much over the EMAs, because that will mean that that's a deeper pullback, of which you don't really want in this particular setup. So this setup should only focus on the stronger trend. Then once you confirm the signal, then you can place your trade setting, like I showed you in the previous examples. The real power of this is these two EMAs when they expand, and that smaller pullback that happens on the first EMA, which is usually the above EMA, whether a red EMA when the market is going up in an uptrend, or the green EMA when the market is going down in the downtrend. Check out this powerful video here to learn more.